Hope you're all doing well today. There we go. Alright, so we got some videos I want to check, or a video I want to check out. Actually, two. Before we get into things, right here. Completely wrong facts that everyone still believes. You know what they say, assuming makes an ass out of you and Ming. Who's Ming, you may ask? We don't talk about Ming. Hang on, let me see if I can make this. Where the hell is my thing at? I guess that's as big as my camera's gonna get, but that's a lot of empty space. Hang on. Where are you? There we go. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? It's because of the other thing. Okay, here we go. Huh. This I kind of had a manual of. Hang on. You guys even hear this on your end? Hang on. For some reason, it's not picking up any of that audio. You guys hear that? Because I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let's see. Is that... Okay, I think that worked. Okay, hang on. I want to check something. Okay, so that's working. Why isn't my desktop audio picking up anything? Try this. know what? It's because I have my display capture off, but no, it's on. Hang on.
What if the assassin in the play was dressed as a stagehand? The audience filters him out. He's furniture. He's nothing. And then the furniture pulls a knife and kills the man. Suit is the same energy as a modern spy wearing a shirt that says spy. Actual ninjas dressed as farmers, monks, merchants, and traveling performers. Their weapons were disguised as farm tools. The ideal ninja was a man that was so plain that you'd forget him while you're still looking at him. Like Tom Hanks. The black suit comes from stagehands. Stagehands in Japanese theater wore all black, and the audience collectively agreed to pretend they were invisible while they moved props around mid-scene. Everyone could see them, everyone ignored them. Then, some playwright had a cool idea. What if the assassin in the play was dressed as a stagehand? The audience filters him out. He's furniture. He's nothing. And then the furniture pulls a knife and kills the main character. Crowds lost their minds. It was such a good trick that the costume became the ninja. Permanently. Everywhere. Forever. So the iconic ninja suit is not stealth equipment. It's the uniform of a guy who moves couches between scenes. If you want night camouflage, by the way, the old manuals recommend dark blue because pure black leaves a U-shaped hole in the horizon. So even the color's wrong. Now, night.
You know, it kind of makes me think. So I'm a big Batman fan. In fact, I'm actually reading through Batman Nightfall, the Omnibus Part 2 here. DC, if you want to sponsor me, sponsor. But it always made me think of, like, he says that the best color to use is dark blue, and I know that for like comic books, especially for like this, for Batman, Spider-Man, well, not so much Spider-Man, but for characters like Batman and Spider-Man 2099, is that they use blue to convey black, because I think black was more expensive. No, wouldn't blue be more expensive? Whatever.
If you say picture a medieval knight, I picture a tin can of a man who falls over and just lies there, wiggling, waiting for his squire to come flip him back over like a turtle. That knight doesn't exist. Never did. Full plate armor weighed about 45 to 55 pounds, which sounds crippling until you learn a modern soldier carries more than that, and the soldier has all of it hanging off his shoulders, while the knight has it spread out over his whole body. Shoulders, chest, hips, legs, custom fitted.
So this is like kind of like what they did with like Game of Thrones, I think, because I know Game of Thrones, they had like armor for they had an idea with armor being like kind of a hindrance in a way. That was mostly meant for show, but when they were actually on the battlefield, it was mostly like chainmail. Although I do love the memes of like people saying like, if thou art penniless and cannot afford armor, simply proclaim it from thy chest.
Researchers have put people in accurate replica armor and had them sprint.
Oh, no stream tomorrow, guys, because I'm gonna go be watching Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Climb ladders, vault onto horses, roll on the ground and pop right back up. There are accounts of knights doing cartwheels in full harness to show off. Cartwheels. Which was completely unnecessary, and that's why they did it. Was it tiring? Sure. It's 50 pounds of steel, and it's also a personal sauna. But these were professional athletes who trained in it from childhood, so the average knight could outrun you specifically. Yes, Alex, I'm talking to you. The average knight could outrun you, Alex. Hopefully that'll jump scare some people named Alex. And while we're here, the swords. I'm imagining some 30-pound slab of iron that takes 2 men and a brayer to lift. A real medieval sword weighed about 3 pounds. That's a laptop. Even the giant two-handed ones rarely pass 7, because a heavy sword is a slow sword, and a slow sword gets you killed. And medieval people were very motivated to not get killed. Armor actually got so good that swords stopped going through it, so knights would flip the sword around and club each other with the handle. Historians called that the murder stroke. Anyway, the clumsy knight is fiction. Next, the 300 Spartans. No, I have never talked about this exact point before, you're imagining things. Everyone knows the myth. 300 Spartans fought off 10 billion
If I remember,
Persians.
I was something like 1300.
But there were never 300 men at Thermopylae. There were about 7,000. And they all had inconveniently spelled names, like the Thespians, the Thebans, the Phocians, the Corinthians, a whole coalition of Greek city-states that you've never heard of, because none of them got a movie. The 300 were just Leonidas' personal royal guard. And even they didn't come alone. They brought Helot, who were enslaved servants who also fought and also died, and got mentioned exactly nowhere. All 7,000 held the pass for 2 days. Then a local guy sold the Persians a path around the mountain, and the position collapsed. About 1,500 men stayed for the last stand. The 300 Spartans, about 400 Thebans, and 700 Thespians. The Thespians are the part that gets me. Their tiny city sent basically every fighting man it had. All of them volunteered to stay, all of them died, and their reward is that you just heard their name for the first time in your life. The Spartans, meanwhile, had a legal obligation to never retreat. Dying was their whole brand. The Thespians had a choice. They stayed anyway. But the Spartans ran the best marketing operation in the ancient world, and 2,500 years later, it's still working. That's the entire reason you know the wrong number. Anyway, next up, the Wild West. Not wild, genuinely one of the least wild things America has ever produced. The version in your head, daily shootouts, bodies in the street, total lawlessness, it's fiction, and the records prove it. Historians have gone through the actual homicide rates of the famous frontier towns, and some of these places were logging 1 or 2 murders a year. Some years 0. 0 murders. Pathetic. Your statistically most likely death on the frontier was disease. Also, the Wild West had gun control. Dodge City, the single most Wild West sounding place ever named, had a sign at the edge of town announcing that carrying fire...
We're just hanging out for a little bit before I get into the games. This is like a YouTube video of like the things that like we get wrong because like stories of. So this is like part of it, how the United States in the Old West, it was a lawless town, or where people were getting killed every day. He's basically just saying that it's a it was not like that at all. It was a very rare occurrence for someone to be gunned down in the street, unlike today. But I did have some feeling of this because I do remember in a lot of stuff like Back to the Future and everything, they actually had you surrender your weapons before going into town.
Firearms was strictly prohibited. You rode in, you handed your gun to the sheriff or the hotel like a coat check, and you got it back on the way out. Tombstone had the same law, and the gunfight at the OK Corral, the most famous shootout in American history, happened because these guys were trying to enforce it. Some cowboys refused to give up their guns. That's it.
And what's funny about this whole gunfight, it's one of the most like notorious gunfights in all of the United States in the Wild West. It was over in like not even 30 seconds.
The defining moment of the Wild West was a weapons permit dispute. It also lasted like 30 seconds and happened in a cramped side lot, not at high noon in the middle of the street. Real frontier violence was ambushes and drunk men shooting each other over card games, usually somewhere in the back. However, the tumbleweeds were real. Credit where it's due. Anyway, next up, Paul Revere.
Oh yeah, this one. So I do know that Paul Revere wasn't the only one who was... The world is really dangerous. Yeah, it's really, really bad. It's depends on where you go. Like I know that there was a shooting that happened in Seattle just recently because 2 idiots, I guess they got in a fight or something, and they started shooting off in the middle. They started shooting at each other, and they were shooting at each other in the middle of like a street food fair where it's like a bunch of people were going and cooking. Okay, so this one I think I do know. I think what this one he's gonna say is that like Paul Revere wasn't just it wasn't just Paul Revere like riding along. He had like a whole bunch of other people helping him out, saying, you know, the British are coming, the British are coming.
Never yelled the British are coming. There were 3 different reasons that this makes no sense. Reason 1, it
I wouldn't say that. Like, the world is dangerous because of people in general. Like, that's a very hot topic that I don't want to discuss on my thing. But, like, because, like, there's immigrants in my family, you know? So, when people say that, it's like, if you look at the thing, it's not necessarily them, it's about people that do bad things because they're bad people. And in fact, it's actually shown that people who come into a country, that it comes down to that they try to avoid getting in trouble, at least in my area.
Was a covert mission. The countryside was full of British patrols.
Yeah, so this is one thing also. So they can't really say the British are coming because they're British. The British, they can't say the British are coming because the British are actually, the United States colonists were British at the time. They hadn't fully separated.
Specifically hunting riders like him. Galloping through villages, screaming your secret at 1 a.m. isn't spycraft. He rode quietly and knocked on specific doors. 2. And this is the one that should have killed the myth. The colonists were British. It's 1775. The revolution
British.
hasn't started. Everyone he's warning is a British subject. Screaming, "The British are coming,"
it's like the
would have gotten
regulars.
people to think, yeah, we're British, go to bed. Yelling, "The British are coming," is like running through Boston yelling, "The Americans are almost here." Like, yeah, no kidding. What he actually said, by his own account, was, "The regulars are coming out,"
Yep,
meaning
see?
the army.
Hey, Sombre, how you doing?
Does not hit the same. 3. He didn't finish the ride. A British patrol caught him outside Lexington, questioned him, took his horse, and let
Doing good. That's good to hear. You start work on Saturday. Nice. I got off of work a few hours ago. I hit the gym and then I came on stream. But I also did something like, so I'm actually working on a cosplay build. And Sombre, I'm actually working on something for Chelsea, but I'm keeping that a secret because I still need to get the materials. And really, the only times that I would probably have time to work on it would be the weekends. So if anything, I can finish like my cosplay build once I get the materials that I need on, well, if I order the materials this week and I get them on Saturday, then I can do it by next Saturday. Then I can start Chelsea's thing. But I'd also have to go and print out something else. So what I'm trying to do is I'm building something from scratch. But that shouldn't be too difficult. It's my first cosplay build.
him go. They didn't even arrest him properly, just took the horse. The warning got through anyway thanks to other riders, mainly Samuel Prescott, a young doctor who was only out of that hour because he'd been visiting his girlfriend. He jumped his horse over a stone wall to escape the same patrol and complete.
How many work it usually at my work? It's hard to say. It's because we are broken up into teams. So I have one manager who has, I think, like his team, but we're broken up into different groups, and even those groups are broken into groups. So even though I'm part, like let's say group A, I'm group A handling one part of group A. So and then he has another group handling the other part of group A. So let's say each manager, 4 or 5 managers daily, 10, 12, more than that, I would say. I would say maybe close to 15 or so. It just depends. The good thing is that since starting this new job, I work from home. I'm home a lot more. I'm definitely a lot less stressed out like how I was with trucking. Trucking, ugh, that burned me out like in so many different ways. My brother was even talking to me about like how if I would consider maybe going back. And I said, if I were to consider going back, I would either have to be like really, really hard up, and even then, I don't think I would ever go over the road again. This car master's taking good money. Do you mean like truck drivers? I mean, yeah, you make a good amount of money. You can make a good amount of money, but like I said, you're away from home a lot when you're over the road. After host job, I'll find a good job, but I don't know what I should do as a real job. You still haven't decided about it. It's a pretty good job. Like I said, it depends on where you go, because the thing with truck driving is that if the wheels aren't spinning on your truck, you're not making money, which means is that if you're not delivering a load, if you're not driving a load, if you're just sitting there waiting for someone to tell you, hey, go to this city, pick up this trailer, go pick up this load, you're not making money any way, shape, or form. And the thing is, loads can actually slow down. So there were times where I was waiting like maybe 2 or 3 days for a load because there was nothing available, and it sucks because it's like you get into like this antsy position of like, am I gonna be heading out? Should I, watch something? Should I? I'm a I'm kind of an anxious person, I guess you could say, when it comes to when I'm at work, I have to feel like I'm doing something, and if I'm not at work, it's okay. Do you know Amazon truck driver job? I know Amazon truck drivers. Are you talking about the vans or the actual like semi trucks? I saw a little bit bad wage. You think? Yeah, some people. I think it really just depends where you get in. Let me see. It also depends. Truck driver job. I know you are working a lot. I know you do have one where it's like you just um, deliver people their packages. I think it's called Amazon Last Ride or something like that. But then I talk a lot. Sorry. No, you're good.
To the mission. Prescott got nothing. No.
Yeah, it just depends where you go. I would say do something that you feel that you could do really well, and if you can do it well, make it something that like you feel comfortable doing for a long time. Like I did truck driving for nearly half a decade. I was on the road a long time, but the problem is that like I'm one of those people that needs to grow in a role, and I felt I was just really stuck in truck driving. One, you're away from home a lot. Two, you're constantly at work. I mean, you're more at work than you are anywhere else, and it does get really lonely out there.
No poem, no statue, presumably a very awkward explanation to the girlfriend, because 86 years later, in 1861, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote a poem called Paul Revere's Ride. He invented most of it for drama, and the poem was so catchy it overwrote the historical record. The Dark Ages weren't dark, and the entire concept traces back to one guy's bad review. In the 1330s, an Italian poet named Petrarch, who was a Rome superfan, to a degree that concerned the people around him, decided that everything.
I know sometimes 1 week, 10 day, no home for truck driver. It's very hard. Yeah, it's really brutal. It's just a point of like when if you want to work local, from what I hear, it depends on where you work, like the company and everything, where you can make a good amount of money and still be able to be home.
We think we might be getting killer clowns from outer space again. How fast, how furious? Too fast. How fast and furious do you think this ride's gonna be?
Thing after the fall of Rome was a decline, and branded the whole era
I need to tell you about Norton 360 and how it keeps me and my family safer online. I like knowing my connection is more private.
an
That's the one of the biggest thing is that you have no downtime when you're at a truck driver. You're always like at work, and then you're always it just gets really crazy. Yeah, and you have no time really for hobbies, anything. So the one thing I always struggle with is the fact that you have to do everything in your off time. In your job too, 1 week, no home. To him.
age of darkness. That's the origin. Wasn't evidence, it was just kind of a vibe. One man posted a negative review of a millennium, and we kept it for 700 years. Here's what the dark, ignorant, mud-sitting Middle Ages actually produced. Universities. Oxford, invented in this period, still operating, still charging too much. Also, algebra. The word itself is Arabic, flowing into Europe along with serious advances in medicine and optics. Eyeglasses, mechanical clocks, windmills, the heavy plow, crop rotation, all the lame, boring, world-changing stuff like that. And cathedrals, buildings so structurally ambitious that modern engineers still write papers on how medieval crews pulled them off with no computers, cranes, or safety equipment.
Yeah, no
Transition. The Trojan horse also doesn't make much sense. Like, 10 years of war. 10. And the story goes,
Hey,
one morning the Greeks are just gone, and in their place is a giant wooden horse. And the Trojans, a city that survived a decades-long siege, look at this object and think, oh, free horse, and wheel it inside the walls. 10 years of war and zero suspicion about the enormous hollow enemy sculpture. Even ancient writers had questions. The alternate theories are all more believable, and one of them is genuinely funny. Theory 1. The horse was a siege engine, a ram or a wheeled tower, possibly draped in horse hides,
Every
and centuries of retelling turned they hit the wall with a machine into something with a better hook. Theory 2, my favorite, earthquake. So Poseidon was the god of the sea, horses, and earthquakes, 3 obviously connected things that go hand in hand. So Poseidon's horse breached the walls of Troy may just be poetry for an earthquake cracked the walls and the Greeks walked in. And the archaeology mildly supports this. One of the destruction layers at the real Troy site shows earthquake damage in roughly the right area. Theory 3, Homer made it up because he was a poet, not a journalist. Worth knowing, the horse barely appears in the Iliad at all. The famous version comes from later poems. The most famous military trick in history is from the expanded universe. Troy was real, it burned, but the horse was probably fan fiction. Quick one, France used the guillotine until 1977, not 1877. The last person guillotined in France, a man named Hamida Jandoubi.
Let me see. But $1 more than minimum wage. Yeah, like I said, it really depends on where you go. You gotta give something to get something, and like I said, for me, I like the fact that like I'm home now more, and like I'm able to actually relax. And I do know that like here in the States, they're making it a lot harder with truck drivers.
Was executed in September 19...
Like from a month above
77.
Very good. Yeah.
Star Wars was in theaters. There were people who watched Luke Skywalker blow up the Death Star and then went home to a country that still owned, maintained, and used a Revolution-era decapitation machine. It stayed the official method until France abolished the death penalty in 1981, which means the guillotine outlived disco. Okay, next up. The Pilgrims did not dress like that. The black clothes, the white collars,
Those
and
are
the buckles.
Puritans, right?
Buckles on the shoes, the belt, the dog, the hat. A belt for your head, fastening nothing, holding nothing up. Nobody in human history has needed their hat cinched. Real pilgrims wore color, and we know, because their wills and estate inventories survive. And they're full of red waistcoats, green gowns, blue aprons, violet cloaks. Normal 17th century English clothing, dyed with whatever the local plants could manage. Black dye was actually expensive and hard to keep looking black, so all black was special occasion wear. If you
Fun fact, another color that was like really expensive to make is purple. Purple was such a hard color and that was expensive to make that it was actually reserved for royalty.
Owned it at all. And buckles didn't even come into fashion until decades after the Mayflower. So who did this to them? Victorian painters. In the 1800s, America was assembling its founding mythology, and artists wanted the pilgrims to read as humble, stern, and holy. And to Victorian eyes, that meant black clothes and severe silhouettes. So they painted the founders in a Halloween costume of themselves, the painters went into every school book, and we've been setting the Thanksgiving table for the costume ever since. Anyway, if you like this video, you'll like this video on screen even more. Click it. Anyway, subscribe. See you.
Alright, y'all.
I love capturing a snap.
We're gonna get back into this game. Let me just update this we're on Twitch. And I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna play you a quick ad. BRB. So, if you guys are new here, I started playing Dragon's Quest. I know it's weird playing an RPG, but I wanted to play something other than Baldur's Gate for a while. Just because Baldur's Gate, I love the game, I love the characters, but man, do I hate the RNG of it. So I decided, why not pick something else up? I got this one basically for a really good deal. And it's been a little bit since I played a JRPG. But I decided to make everybody people I know, or name them after people I know in real life. So I got Knight, Chelsea, I think Scott's in here, Abba, Bree, and of course Tab is me, just my name backwards. Ooh, we got Poof. I'll get to them when I get to them. Like, simulator games I'm not really much into. Like, I'll play them, but I play them like, I think you asked 20 times for it. I know, and like I said, I'll get to them. It's just like I have to be in like a very specific mood, and besides, the only one that I have is Power Wash Simulator. Make your way to the path of promise. Again, it has to be like a specific mood. I mean, I did get a key for a game, or I applied for a key for a game that looks kind of fun. It's sort of, I guess you could say, a simulator game.
Here I go.
Alright, good one. Yeah, it's, for me, simulator games are alright. Like I said, I just don't really have a real desire to play with them. Like I said, there is one I got at least a demo to try of, and that one looks pretty fun. It's like a donut shop simulator, but it has a story to it. I'm hoping that I do get on the list to get approved for it. Man, Knight's just getting jumped, isn't he? Stop jumping, Knight. Alright, Knight, I hope you level up. That way you can at least get a free heal. Nope, no free heal? Okay. Spell, heal.
Here I go.
Okay, these guys are taking a lot more damage. Oh boy, Chelsea's almost dead.
Take this!
Here I go.
Let's hopefully Knight can face tank these.
Here I go!
Very nice. I think it's my turn, right? Ooh, very nice critical hit. Okay, I'm almost dead. I'm very close to death. Wait, did I lose heal? Was it a one-time spell? Okay, Knight, I need you to face tank these. Thank you. Very nice. Okay, so his thing lasts for a lot longer than I thought. This is where I started from. Yeah, killer pillars. Alright, 2 out of 3, not bad. Nice dodge, Abba. Good balls. Chelsea. Oh, you guys hit hard. You hit very, very hard that I wasn't expecting. Okay, looks like you might have like around 30 or 40 HP. Oh god, that hit hard. It looks like ice is their big thing. Tell you one thing, my party is gonna get a lot of XP here. How's the World Cup there? You see people from other countries. Not where I'm at specifically. I know there was a lot of people that came here to the States. And they did not expect a lot of the things. Like, they didn't expect it to be as hot as it is here in the US. Oh, well, that worked out. Well, it did and it didn't. Because I don't have the XP from the fight. A cower ring, huh? Let's see. Cursed accessory that will have the wearer feel like a big wimp soon enough. Oh wow, she gets a huge boost from that. Well, that backfired. Okay, so without it... Oh, it can't be removed. Now, what's the best city for living / nature? I think it really depends. Like, nature how? Like, in the woods and everything? Or... because it really just depends. The US is so big in terms of, like, its different, like, areas that you can't really say, like, one area is, like, the best for the other. Damn it, Knight, get up.
Take this.
I have to wonder if that cursed ring, it can't be taken off, but that also means that, like, the curse means that Chelsea's gonna run off. Well, the Knight's already asleep, so you can't put a man that's already asleep back to sleep. There you go. Yeah, one tough bunny, isn't it? Well, technically a hare. Hey, Knight got to level 7, and he did it all in his sleep. Yeah, it looks like heal was just a single use ability.
Ready now. Ah!
Ooh, good hit. is he? 1,604,000 people watch your videos. Are you talking about like my overall stuff? I think it really just depends. Because the algorithm's kind of really weird, you know? I've been doing YouTube as a hobby, and I guess you could call Twitch a hobby for a while.
This ought to help.
Okay.
And it really just depends on like how the algorithm tends to feed my stuff. Because some stuff goes really viral. I had one video on my Instagram like pop off. I think it's still like priming. But I think that initial spike Alright, Knight might need to get some help. Okay, that hurt. Oh boy, Knight's almost dead. I think this should do it. I thought that would have given me some. Let me see. There we go. Make sure everybody's topped off on health. Wait, what's Whoosh do? Oh, it's an attack spell that attacks a group.
All right. Take this.
Take this!
Next one, Chelsea. Yeah, we're running low on magic and MP. Ooh, that hurt. No, I still do have my magic. Alright, you know what? We'll heal. Knight. You use medicinal herb on yourself. Chelsea use Whoosh. How about use Fizz? Ah, Knight's dead. Well, Knight, you're a good soldier. We will remember you. He went out protecting a friend. He is definitely getting into Valhalla. Squell too. One little fun, little morbid detail about this game. I love the fact that like when your character or when a character dies, you're just hauling the coffin behind you. What should I do? I think I have a Chimera wing on me. Yep, I have 3 Chimera wings, so I'm gonna go back, bring Knight to life. Alright, Knight. Welcome back to the living. That's a lot of gold. Alright, Chelsea is no longer cursed. I am sure she would be happy to hear that. Of money. Alright, let me see. Alright, Knight. Alright, you have the Divine Dagger. Yeah, but you can't use the... Extra pair of Wayfarer's clothes, but we don't have anybody who can wear it as of right now. Let me go buy some more Chimera wings. Let's just have... oh. Let's have around 5 of them. That way I at least know how much I have, and if it gets below anything, then I have to be really, really better. Okay, Chelsea, you need the most resilience. Who has the worst luck? Looks like it's a toss-up between Knight and Chelsea. Tearaway. Does that even make like a difference in the long run? Okay, it looks like we're all about the same level. Although Abba and everybody needs get their magic back. Some holy water. Boy, that was quick. I don't even think the holy water lasted long at all. I swear to God, if you die again.
Take this.
Nice one, Abba. Ooh, Chelsea took a hard hit. Okay, first things first. I'm going to attack. Knight, you heal Chelsea. Chelsea, you do your whoosh again. How about you do a fizz? Frizz. I keep on singing fizz. Oh, well that worked out perfectly. Alright, I think you're close to leveling up. Somebody's definitely close to leveling up. Ah, there we go. Did you learn any new magic? Sizz. Okay, you went from Frizz to Sizz. I'm using my magic because my stuff isn't meant to be like my guy's not meant to be a healer. Oh wow. Knight, how do you take that much damage, dude? Come on, Knight, you're letting the slime take you down?
Brace yourself.
really good. Knight, how is it that you're taking so much damage and you're supposed to be our tank? It's like the second time I've had to heal you in a couple of minutes. And I literally just brought you back from the dead and we're in a fight. Nice one, Abba. You know what, now it makes sense to me why they have this ability that like, if your character dies, then you can go recruit more characters. They made it so it's a mechanic where if you don't have the money to resurrect them, you can substitute them. Oh, I got poisoned. Man, they're just bullying Knight, aren't they? Now it just feels overkill with like the amount of magic I spent. Bonk. Oh, I didn't kill it. Okay, Knight, we're definitely giving you the heal. Wait, strong medicine? Okay, well actually, yeah, let's use... Everybody else is not that bad on health. What we have to watch out for is our magic use. Oh, killer pillars, excellent. Knight's still poisoned.
Take this!
one. I swear, I'm just getting like completely run through. It's like the enemies are just like attracted to him.
Here I go.
Fall asleep. Damn it, Chelsea. Alright, the ant gobbler should be dead. Nope. Alright, Chelsea's still asleep.
Ready now.
Girl, wake up. This is like your Wolf Among Us, like, last playthrough. You fall asleep. I don't know if we have the... We're gonna try and get rid of the spiked hairs. Night. We take care of the killer pillar, Chelsea. And a tough one. I guess you can defend Abba. Use crack on the killer pillar.
Take this.
Okay, Ignite, you heal.
Got you. Heal.
How are these ant gobblers so tough? Nice hit, Meg. We actually might be able to do this because I think with my boomerang... Yep, there we go. Restore magic. Alright, Knight's not the wisest, we'll give him the wisdom. This is the new continent, huh? Oh look, a slime. Slurp. The slime looks tab up and down. It does seem like a bad slime.
Wait! Don't do anything silly now!
But I thought the slime was speaking to me.
Oh, thank heavens! I made it just in time. Most would have attacked this defenseless slime by now. You might just be the one. Don't worry, friend. You've nothing to fear.
No. Now and then, you need to stop and...
Tell me, have you encountered any unusually friendly monsters on your travels?
Not necessarily.
There are some in this world that hold no ill will towards us human folk. This slime being a convenient example of said phenomenon. Ho ho ho! Look at that! He likes you. At any rate, I've taken it upon myself to look after as many of these cordial critters as I can. Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced myself yet. Though I'm sure you've probably pegged who I am. Yes, the one and only Monty the Monster Monitor. You do know me, right?
No.
No need to play coy now. Frankly, it happens to me all the time. Many freeze up around celebrities after all.
All that you heard's been committed to memory.
Listen, would you mind if I asked a favor of you? Should you happen to find any friendly monsters on your travels, could you send them my way? I don't have much, but I'm sure I can...
I get paid to give.
As it happens, there's a monster arena in the nearby town of Romeria. There, critters of a calmer persuasion test their might against one another. Do stop by if you have the time. You'll likely find me there as well. Now farewell, kindred.
Monster Wrangling for Beginners Part 1. Friendly monsters sometimes decide to settle down in towns and dungeons. These two creatures can be rescued if you can find them. However, some monsters are a bit jittery and will scarper if you get too close. Should you come across any monster like this, try using items or abilities to make you stand out less. Monty the Monster Monitor will reward you for each time you hit a new milestone for monsters rescued. Try checking out on him from time to time. Oh look, elves. Monsters can paralyze men. Monster arenas, you'll find monster arenas where creatures engage each other. Oh, here's Monty. Yeah, anything to say? Merchant palace popping in outside towns. Ooh, a seal locked. I'll take that. I saw a spike hair for the found. So what time did you see it? Oh man, but the world if you know, perhaps one of my favorite things about like these old games is like you go into these houses and just kind of essentially rob people. But one of my favorite subversions of that expectation is the South Park game. I think it's Stick of Truth or Fractured But Whole. When you try and go in someone's random house, they're doing just the randomest things.
Well met, traveler. Tell me, what brings you to Ferris to Roma? Ah, I see. You must be the hero of Aliahan. Your king sent word that you were on a mission of great importance. Ah, it is an honor to at last meet the Scion of Ortega in the flesh. Your reputation precedes you. Now, there is something I must ask of you. That despicable brigand Robin Hood has stolen from us our most sacred and regal crown. Were you able to return it to us, you would prove yourself a true hero. Believe me, you will not get a better chance to show just what a descendant of the great Ortega can. Go forth!
Okay, so they want the crown back. I'm the terrible whistler. You, tiny child. Did you just disrespect my fit? Okay, whatever. She said that bunny corn came out at night, right? Oh, look, it's a doggo. Did this lady lie to me? Ooh, hello.
At last we have tracked down those banditti. First, we will make our way north to the village of Cori before heading to the old tower. Now march, Cavalieri! Ah, scusi. By any chance, would you happen to have come from Aliahan?
Yep.
Then it is as I thought. We recently received a letter from the king of your nation. He mentioned sending a warrior off on a great quest. You are exactly as he described. I had hoped for some help tracking down our king's crown. You see, it was recently stolen.
Must not be a very good knight commander if somebody was able to steal that shit.
As a result, the outpost that leads to Portoga is closed until further notice. Mi dispiace for the trouble. I am truly sorry. I know this will not help your journey. However, the outpost will be open soon enough. We believe we have found the hideout of the thieves. The crown will be returned in due course. Viva il re! Sounds like those ruffians are in the town.
See, I saw it once when I made the journey to the western coast. It is quite a trek, let me tell you.
Nope. Wait, there it is. Fuck. Oh, look, a horse. The outpost is to the northwest, they said. Oh, there we go. Oh wow, you guys hit hard. Either that or Abba needs to get better armor and stuff. I'm inclined to think either way. Damn it, stop going after night. What did I just say? I guess Chelsea's turn. Trying to run low on healing herbs. Hold it right there. That way lies Rigo de Portugal. We'll make our way north. We're gonna head into the old tower. Not like the ruffians are in the northwest, going over the mountains. mountains or around? Laddies. That is what they are called. Well, it's a good thing Knight doesn't have magic. He has abilities. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Full moon ring. Alright, what does this do? It's a perfectly pure ring that helps prevent the wearer from succumbing to paralysis. Yeah. I'm pretty lucky as it is. I'm gonna give this to Chelsea. Oh shit. Wait, so the curse doesn't just go away, I'm stuck with it if I choose to put something, if I choose to put it back on? Monsters won't attack me while I'm in spots like these. I think it's kind of dumb that, like, you can't get the benefits of something. Well, I guess in a way, I just thought the curse wouldn't stick. So it's a really case that, like, do you want the thing or not? Gonna eat anybody. Okay. That was taking us the. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Damn it, Chelsea! It's okay, Knight doesn't have any spells. Wow, you're still alive? Chelsea got to level 8. Huh, snooze. Oh, the irony of her getting an ability to go to sleep when she gets no sleep. There we go. Knight, we need to bring your luck up, bud. Oh, hello. Wait, what are these called again? Petrifido? Putrefido. Okay, I get the pun. I get the wordplay. Oh shit, these things hit hard. Oh, got a new level 2. Did you get a new spell as well? Nope. There we go. Gobble Bird. Upon meeting up with Monty, the monster is given a new lease to life and named to Gobble Bird. We'll just call him Bird. Gobble sounds a little bit too sus. Looks like the sun's finally coming out. Ugh. Oh, some ugly looking crabs. Crabbed, okay. I love the pun names. Don't love the fact that they're just beating up on Knight. Oh shit, that hurt.
This ought to help.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Knight, for taking that hit. Although I'm worried you're gonna die. Again. Riv. I came here to pursue that rascal Robin Hood, but he's nowhere to be found. The spike card we're looking around one day. The village to the north, village of Novik. Southwest is the town Skyfell Tower. Hello, small chat. Babushka scolded me while I loitered near village graves. Ah, she just searches for... Okay, she's a grave robber. Here sleeps a great martial artist. Storyteller is punching the head of bear off completely. I wish I could become like him. Okay, this is completely like the most Russian, well, second most Russian area I've been in a video game. You know what the most Russian place was? Literal Russia. What was it I said? Can strike weak spot upon please since it. Catching view of Heel Slime. When darkness drop in town, Heel Slime is nowhere to be found. Okay, so we got a monster here. Okay, so the Heel Slime comes out at dusk. I need to get something for Chelsea. Increase her defense. The closest thing we can get to her without breaking the bank is maybe the feathered cap. Chelsea, you're stuck with that, a pair of boxer shorts. Are we really just gonna steal somebody's skivvies out from their house? What do we even do with these things? Misfortune, underclothes, there, or despair. Maybe that's just what. Well, I have enough money to at least stay a couple hours until dusk. Well, look at that. We will.
Went to university.
Ah, there's that heel slime that they were talking about. Slooper? Healy. Upon meeting with Monty, the monster is given a new lease on life and a new name too, Healy. Monty's not very good at coming up with creative names. Is he? Chain it. Ooh, that's good, but can't afford it. That would be good for Abba. Knight, haven't you gotten any like spells or anything?
Take this!
boss.
Ready now.
Oh, God, that hit hard. And Chelsea dead. Okay, Abba might die too.
Okay.
Damn it! Not going after Knight. Ooh, he is barely alive. And he's dead. We might be screwed here unless I can get this off. Probably a better way to say that, but I said it, now I'm sticking to it. I think it has some Chimera wings. Yeah. I might be only able to bring one person alive, and if it comes down to it, I might have to bring Chelsea back and leave Knight for later. Oh, 26 coin? That's not too bad. The reason why I would bring her back is because she has poof. And it costs quite a bit of my money. I have enough money I can probably stay at night. exact same group that caused us to die the first time. Actually, no, let's do a regular attack. Alright, we're gonna put the Crabbit to sleep. Crap. Should've done Frizz, not Sizz. I think Crabbit gets 2 attacks. Nope, just 1, okay. Alright, please heal Chelsea, because I do not want her to go the way of the dodo. Damn it! I literally brought her back. Oh, fuck me, running.
Here I go.
God damn Kravitz. Although, I guess I can't help, I guess. I just need to kill this goddamn thing before it manages to have any more friends show up. Oh, so now you don't want to bring your friends out. I literally just brought her back and now I have to bring her back. How much money did I lose? One resurrection, please. Damn, it is expensive. We're gonna save it here. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. And speaking of, look who decided to pop on. Yeah, I hate the raid button on Twitch. Like, it takes so goddamn long. It takes like a whole 30 seconds. No, fuck this. Alright, y'all. I want to thank you all for being here. Like I said, we are going to be raiding out to Chelsea. I think she's like doing a just chatting stream, or I don't know. She does her streams a little bit all over the place. But I want to thank you guys for being here. Anyway, have a good one. Stay safe, be good to each other, and I will see you all in the next stream. Later.